Taking you this morning, though, to a nearby restaurant with rich history.
Yeah, Daley's restaurant's been a staple of Woodlawn for years, and it's where we are getting jump-started today. We're joined now by owner Mike Czar. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
All right, tell us about your place.
Well, the restaurant was established in 1892 by a young Irish iron worker by the name of John Daley in 1892, and he was working on the elevator line during the Columbian Exposition and saw a need for a food facility. So he opened up a little lunch spot called Daley's Restaurant, and no relation to the ex-mayor, but it's been in my family since 1918 because my great uncle worked for Mr. Daley as a waiter, and had the opportunity to purchase the restaurant and took advantage of it.
Mike, that is incredible history. And when we talk about sort of the new history being made in that area with the Obama Presidential Center opening later this week, I mean, have you guys already seen people stopping in maybe more often than before just because of your proximity to the center?
Yeah, we started seeing a little bit more of a crowd coming in. Not too much yet, but hopefully soon. So we're getting geared up for that, and we're very excited about it, and we've been waiting for it, so we're ready.
You're ready, I'm sure. Okay, for those of us who haven't been there, and I can't believe it's been there for over 100 years, I haven't been there, but what kind of food do you serve?
Well, we have a full breakfast, lunch, dinner menu, and we have a lot of soul food items on our menu as well, such as like baked turkey wings and drumsticks, black eyed peas, macaroni and cheese, homemade cornbread dressing. You know, we have the works. Sunday dinner menu. You know, everyone comes there after a church crowd. You know, we're the spot to be. So.
You are the spot to be. Well, Mike Czar, thank you so much for joining us this morning from Daley's Restaurant. It's so fascinating to hear a little bit about the history and the sort of new history of the city of Chicago that you guys will be a part of. Thanks so much for your time. Ahead of the opening of the Obama Presidential Center later this week, we are showing you the history of a nearby restaurant. Daley's Restaurant has been a staple of Woodlawn for years, and that is where we are getting jump-started today. We're joined now by owner Mike Czar. Mike, good morning to you. It looks like you're in the kitchen, so what are you whipping up for us this morning?
Good morning. We're back again. We're whipping up some homemade peach cobbler that we're pretty famous for. We serve a lot on Sundays for our post-church crowd, and the secret to our cobbler is, and to any cobbler should be, that dough's got to be rolled out thin. Ooh. It's got to be rolled out thin. It got to come out of the oven with a nice crisp on it.
Awesome.
So if you don't have that, you got an issue.
You do have an issue. Mike, take me back in time to the late 1800s when Daley's first opened up. What is the story behind it? And then you got to tell me where you guys got that recipe for the peach cobbler.
Well, the story behind the opening of Daley's Restaurant was a gentleman by the name of John Daley, who was an iron worker for the elevated line in 1892 during the building of the Columbian Exposition. And he saw a need for a food facility, and you know, he was sick of working on those cold I-beams in Chicago, so he opened Daley's Restaurant. And you know, it took off, and he did well. And there's no relation to the ex-mayor, but my great uncle and my great uncle's friend Paul both worked for John Daley in 1892, and in 1918, Mr. Daley decided to sell, and my great uncle and his friend had an opportunity to buy it, and they jumped on it. So it's been in my family since 1918.
Mike, I am so impressed that you were able to do this breakfast, to cook up this breakfast while you talk about the history of the restaurant. You got to tell me, too, when the Obama Presidential Center announced where it would be, just about 1.5 miles from where Daley's Restaurant is, how excited were you guys? I mean, do you see this as a potential boon of customers for the restaurant?
Absolutely. And, you know, we're big supporters of President Obama. We're happy for him. And we'd love to have him, and we're also happy to have all these people come in, to the neighborhood. That it's going to bring a lot of business and a lot of activity in the area, and it's going to boost our local economy, and it's much needed. And the timing couldn't be better, and I think everyone's going to do very well.
All right, well, if the former president is watching right now, as we know he's at least in town this week for the opening, maybe he heard you, maybe he'll make a stop at Daley's restaurant. I know that he is a big fan of peach cobbler. So, and where does that recipe come from, by the way?
It's an old recipe that came from a chef that we had, I think, back in like the 1970s, perhaps. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think it's evolved much. We've stuck to the same recipe, and it's been a hit ever since.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Mike, thank you so much for your time this morning, and congratulations, congratulations on just running a business for that long. I mean, 1890 something that he mentioned. That's incredible, and darn, does that breakfast look good. Look at those hash browns. We'll see you right after the break.
Week for Chicago's South Side, the Obama Presidential Center, of course, is opening, and nearby restaurants are getting ready for all the buzz and business, too. That includes Daley's restaurant, a staple of Woodlawn now for more than 100 years. And it's where we're getting jump-started this morning. We're joined now by owner Mike Czar. Once again, good morning, Mike. Okay, I know the Obama Center is opening just in time for Juneteenth. What are you guys doing, though, to prepare?
We've already been prepared. We've already been waiting. We've been prepared for a while now, and we got everything set up, ready to go for the influx of customers that are going to come through. And we couldn't be more happy. And it's been very, very much anticipated. And we're ready to go. We've always been ready to go, and we're always going to be ready to go.
I believe you. Well, what does this mean, do you think, not just for you, but the local economy on the South Side?
A local economy on the South Side, it means the world to it, because it's going to bring what this area needs. It's going to bring customers to the area, job creation. Businesses are going to invest in the area, and that's what's been needed in this area for a very, very long time. And we've just been waiting for it. We've just been waiting for it, and hopefully this is the spark that's going to ignite the fire. That's going to bring South Side and Woodlawn back to how it used to be.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are hoping for the same, and certainly the Obama Center just looks amazing. All right, if I go to your joint, right, if I go to Daley's, what is a must order?
Okay, there's a few must orders. Waffle and wings, must order. Pork chops, macaroni cheese, greens, cornbread, must order. Southside turkey sausage skillet, topped off with some scrambled eggs with pepper jack cheese, must order. Homemade biscuits, must order. Okay, and on Sunday, post-church crowd, one of the favorites is a baked turkey wing and drumstick combination plate with homemade cornbread dressing, black-eyed peas and greens, and corn muffins.
Oh my gosh.
Those are some of them. We have many more, though.
That sounds amazing. All right, and I have to ask you one really quick question. You mentioned in an earlier hit that a relative started the restaurant in the area in 1892, which blew my mind, and then in 1915 was another key year. But you said the Daley family, your Daley family, not related to the Mayor Daley family. Are you sure? Have you guys traced your genealogy? Because I can't believe there's no relation.
There is no relation. The original owner was named John Daley. He opened it in 1892. My great uncle bought it from him in 1918. So it's been in my family ever since 1918.
All right, I just wanted to check, because that is just a crazy coincidence, of course. And congrats on more than 100 years in business. So exciting. Mike, thanks so much for being with me this morning.